Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, addressing the 16th Finance Commission in Shillong, highlighted the state government's efforts to tackle inherited challenges in health and education. Well, Sangma said that the government has identified problems which had posed hindrance to the growth and development of the state. He said the present government has inherited challenges from the past in many sectors, particularly in health and education. However, he added the government took up the challenge and has identified the concerns and is now resolving the problems in a systematic manner. Sangma also emphasized systematic problem solving, citing the successful implementation of the Mother Program, which has reduced maternal and infant mortality rates in Meghalaya. He added, through partnership and international collaborations, Meghalaya has secured Rs 3,000 crore from the 16th Finance Commission and Rs 9,000 crore from externally aided projects for development initiatives.
We were able to actually identify the core issues. I think that was the number one and the most important thing that we saw in the last 5 to 6 years. Now, why do I say that? The reason I say that is because we tend to, as a government, as officials, as politicians, we tend to look at a result of something that has happened and blame that result and say that is the problem. Not realizing that that is the result of the problem actually that we have. That we have been actually able to diagnose the problems that we've had and actually work and figure out what really is the issue that is leading to the results and the problems that we are seeing in front of us. So that was a very, very important part. When that happened, that helped us to then figure out where we want to go. So the most important thing after we diagnosed the problem in the correct way was we set correct targets for ourselves. We said we will also work towards doubling our economy, and we are on track for that. We also said that we will be among the top 10 states in terms of our per capita GDP and the SDGs that we have. And we are working towards that, and we're moving again in the right direction for that.
Meanwhile, we also have reactions from Dr. Arvind Panagaria, Chairman of the 16th Finance Commission, shared insights on the ongoing consultations with 8 states, including Meghalaya.
On horizontal devolution, where the mandate is how the state share is to be divided among the 28 states of India. And in particular, the state pitched for larger proportion of the state's share to be devolved based on forest. 15th Finance Commission had given a weight of 10% to forest and ecology. Meghalaya's proposals for the 16th are that we raise that from 10 to 15%. They also suggested introducing a new criterion called the rural dispersion of the population, to which they said 2.5 to 5% weight be given. The vertical devolution to the states from the divisible pool be increased from the current 41% to 50%. Now, this is, of course, a figure we have been hearing in state after state. There is somehow across states seems to be some consensus that this devolution ought to rise from 41 to 50%. Normally, of course, the finance commissions don't really increase change the shares that dramatically. Another very important aspect of the presentation was a discussion of the Mission 10, under which the state has a very ambitious plan, both of programs that it wants to undertake and the commitments it has to the people of Meghalaya. The state is targeting to take the GDP to $10 billion by 2028, which would bring its per capita income to close to about $3,000, which is quite good. Meghalaya depends very heavily on central transfers, which are coming both from the Finance Commission, but also from the center. Non-FC transfers are also quite large. If you look at it, the debt to GDP ratio is rather high. and so also the fiscal deficit is high. Now, part of it is explained away by the fact that the state has been making good use of the long-term capital grants that it's being given as a loan, 50-year loan,